Good afternoon, good evening. Kristie McKinley with McKinley Coaching. I love working with heart centered, conscious, spiritual leaders live a life they love and to break from old beliefs that no longer serve them in their work. This morning I felt motivated guided to share a thought that came to me when I woke up this morning. And one of the things that I wanted to remind you is as the world starts to speed back up, with the progress that's being made with the vaccine and all of the changes that are kind of going on, making sure that you check in with yourself on a regular occasion. Um, Sometimes that might mean leaving sticky notes around your house or putting it in a calendar in your iCalendar. I have Google, so I have no idea if that's the actual correct um, terminology, but somewhere that helps to remind you to kind of check in with yourself. Because sometimes when our bodies give us a crap ton of signs, oftentimes we don't really listen until something starts to hurt, or we're sick, or just any number of things. I definitely can own and claim that for the longest time I didn't listen to my body until I was in pain, until I was sick and achy, and all of the things that are just caused me a great discomfort. Just remember, our bodies are giving us signs all of the time, and it's just helpful to create a consistent way of keeping that momentum going, of checking in with ourselves long before our bodies start to ache and we start to feel stuffy and all the things. Here in Tennessee, in Chattanooga, our things are starting to bloom. So that's a very big indicator to, like, hey, I should probably address my allergies. But it can also be, just taking deep, intentional breaths, just checking in with ourselves. And oftentimes it can be just sitting still and closing our eyes and just kind of checking in with all of our body parts and just seeing, okay, I'm feeling some tension there, and just asking yourself, and oftentimes asking our body, what is it that you have to tell me? And oftentimes it might be your body is like, oh, the change with the possibility of having to go leave home, working from home, to actually go into your brick and mortar place of work to work with your colleagues and your supervisors. It can also be, if you're a parent, today it's teacher in service. So a lot of parents are having to make that a regular Monday adjustment from their regular rituals to the changed rituals of including their children, all of the children being home with them. It can mean any number of things for you. And so the point is to figure out what it is that is what your needs are for today. And if you can duplicate it for tomorrow and the next day and the next day, that's wonderful. But also have some kind of backup things in play. If, like, your regular morning ritual, your regular all day ritual, your regular PM ritual gets disrupted for any reason. So for, like, example, in the morning I meditate anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes in the morning before I do anything else, before I get on social media, before I check my voicemails or my emails or anything, as a consistent ritual that maintains momentum and helps me, just kind of keeps me, it's a really great start for my day, and I really love and appreciate it, as well as drinking water. And if those are the only two things that I do as far as my morning ritual, anything else above and beyond that is bonus. Because to stay hydrated and to, movement and get still within myself. Movement, silence, and hydration. Those are like my three things. So as long as I do those things in the morning, at least in the morning, then I don't, it's a victory if I can add to it during the middle of the day and towards the evening, just because I sit so much in my office. So that's an example of just something that you can do to check in with yourself and to check in with your body and to help you stay checked in. Another thing you can do is, if you can make a list of things that you enjoy doing in terms of, like, your soul's care, in terms of your self-care, that's really good. Because sometimes when you kind of get flustered, like, oh, I didn't get to do this, or oh, this extra thing just added frustration to my day, you can refer to your list and choose something really quick, easy, simple, or if you have the time, something really long and involved and drawn out. I've kept lists in the past where the most involved thing short of scuba diving was a long hot salt bath. And oh my gosh, And sometimes if I was feeling extra foggy, a long hot salt bath with a face mask. Um, just again, you can layer it as much as you want, just depending on your needs, the time that you have, and how much effort that you want to put into it. And that's another thing. Don't judge yourself if you're not feeling like you want to go through some whole long hour long thing. If like 5 minutes, by yourself with some tea, we'll get you through until you can do the involved long drawn out thing later on. That's another thing. Be kind to yourself as you check in with yourself. Be kind to yourself as you're observing all the things that are coming up within you, and just ask yourself, what do I need to do to take care of me so that I can get to the end of the evening and into bed, or get to the next day, or the rest of this week, or the next month, or until your next milestone in your long list of goals. It's adaptable for you because it's your life. It's your existence. And yes, a lot of times you were obligated to our children because they're little ones, or maybe our partners because that may be the relationship that you have with them, or your colleagues, or your supervisors. But it's important to take care of you first, so that you have that energy and that momentum to do all the things that you want to do, so that you can continue to be of service to others. So I love you. You are doing the best you can with where you are, and when you know better, you do better. Take care.